How's it going, guys? It's K Cars, and in this video I wanted to show you guys my brand new wheels and tires for my 2001 Jeep Cherokee XJ. So as you guys see, I really couldn't help myself. I just had to stack these new wheels and tires up on the Challenger just to see what it would look like. I'm actually pretty impressed by how it looks. We might actually have to make this happen. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this, but I actually do like the way this looks. So definitely not practical, but it would definitely be something different. Anyways, these are the brand new ProComps for my 2001 Jeep Cherokee XJ, which is currently sitting outside. I'm gonna go show you guys that later on in this video. But we finally got these brand new wheels and tires for that Jeep. I've been waiting for like 2.5 months now. Now, I kind of have a story that go along with these wheels and tires. So basically, I ordered these about 2.5 months ago from quadratech.com. I got 5 of them, wheels and tires, mounted and balanced. At the time that I ordered them, they told me that they have them in stock and they're ready to ship. They're gonna ship the very next day after I order them. So I decided to order them, and in the confirmation email, they told me that they're on back order by the vendor and that they're on back order for like a month. So okay, I waited about a month, and then they got pushed back another month and a half. So I was like, all right, I'll keep waiting. And after that month and a half, I decided to just reach out to ProComp directly and ask them what the status was on these wheels. Because, you know, if they said that they were in stock at the time that I ordered them, I would expect to actually like get the wheels and tires eventually and not have to wait like 2.5 months for them, especially for a popular company like ProComp. So after I reached out directly to ProComp, they actually told me that they have both these exact wheels and tires in plentiful stock in their warehouse. They told me to reach out to 4-Wheel Parts because they have them in stock and they can get them out to me immediately. So that's exactly what I did. I canceled my order with Quadratech because they couldn't get me the wheels and tires for some reason. And I ordered them from 4-Wheel Parts, and I got them in like a week, and I'm really happy with that. They are in really good condition. As you guys see, I did go with gloss black, you know, no scratches or anything. A little bit of grease or something, which, you know, you can easily wipe that off. As you guys can see, they are balanced as well. One of the wheels, part of the weights actually did fall off. So, I mean, that's the only downside that I found, the only negative thing that I can think of with these wheels and tires. Of course, really isn't a big deal. I can just get that checked out at my local tire shop, so shouldn't be a big deal. Anyways, on to the actual wheels and tires now. These are the ProComp Series 51 wheels on the ProComp Extreme MT2 tires. So of course I got both the ProComp wheels and tires mounted and balanced by 4-Wheel Parts. Wheels are 15x8 gloss black with a 3.75 back spacing, which hopefully that'll fit perfect on an XJ. And the tires are 31 by 10.5 inches. So the size of tires are usually measured in 2 different ways. So these are measured in inches. You see 31 by 10.5. It's kind of hard to see on these because it's like black. But anyways, 31 by 10.5, R15. So the 31, that's just the diameter of the tire in inches. And then the 10.5, that is the width of the tire, also in inches. So right there, that's the width, 10.5 inches. And then the 15 right here, that just means that these tires fit on a 15-inch wheel, and that's also the diameter of the wheels, 15 inches. Another way the tires can be measured is in millimeters. As you guys see on these Falcon Wild Peak tires, they are 265, 70, 17. So the 265, that is the width of the tire in millimeters. So just like that, that's 265 millimeters. Which does equal out to about 10.5 inches. These tires are not for my Jeep, by the way. I'm just using these as an example to show you guys the difference. So 265 is the width of the tire in millimeters, and the 70 right there, that's the ratio of the sidewall. So a 75 would mean that the sidewall is bigger. So for off-roading stuff, you do want a bigger sidewall like that. For example, if you look at the tires on the Challenger here, you see they are 245, 45, 20. So the 45 is the ratio of the sidewall, and as you can see, they are a lot skinnier than these all-terrain tires right here. And then the last number right here, 17, that just means that these tires fit on a 17-inch wheel. Just like these have a 15 at the end of the tire numbers, that means the same exact thing. That means that these tires fit on a 15-inch wheel. Moving on to the type of tire, obviously these are the ProComp Extreme MT2s, which is their mud tire. They also do have, I believe they're like all-terrain or all-season tires, which do have a little bit of a less aggressive tread. And these right here, these are all-terrain, so you can kind of compare that. You can see the tread is still pretty aggressive, but when comparing it to the Extreme MT2s, you can definitely tell that these are more aggressive. Now obviously these are not the same brand of tires, but you can kind of get the idea of what the difference would be between a mud tire and an all-terrain tire like the Falken Wild Peaks. Now, to be honest, the main reason I did go with mud tires is just because of the way they look. I love the way the aggressive tread looks on these mud tires. Now don't get me wrong, the all-terrains do look really good as well, but I just think the mud tires would just look a lot more aggressive on the Jeep, and it would just stand out a lot better and fit the vehicle as well. So the main thing that I was really looking for is just traction in the snow, because as you guys know, I do love driving in the snow. If you guys haven't checked out my snowstorm video with the Jeep, definitely go check that one out. Anyways, there's different people on the internet that say, you know, all season tires are better in the snow, and there's some people that say mud tires are better in the snow. So I just decided to go with the mud tires just because of the way they look. I'm sure they're still going to be amazing in the snow, but one reason that maybe the mud tires aren't as good as all seasons or all terrains in the snow is just because the gap in the tread is just so big that the snow just gets packed in there, and then the tire is basically flat. There's like no tread if all the snow gets packed in there. Whereas on a all-terrain tire like this, you can see the gap between the tread isn't as big as on the mud tires. So it's more difficult for the snow to get packed in there and stuck. So I guess all season and all terrain tires are just better at not getting like snow packed in between the tread. And then of course with mud tires, you can see how big the gap is between the tread. So I mean, that's pretty much the only reason that I think mud tires could be worse in the snow. But I mean, there's been people that have done tests between mud tires and all season tires, and you know, they're basically, I don't want to say that they're the same, but they're very similar in performance. But then of course with mud tires, you do have a much bigger advantage with driving in mud. It's because mud isn't going to get trapped in between the tread. So overall, I do think, for me personally, I do think mud tires were the better option because of how they look. I love the aggressive look of the mud tires and also the performance. For the little advantage that you would get with all season tires, I do think that the look of the mud tires is just better for me, in my opinion. When comparing it to a summer tire like these that I have on the Challenger, you can see the tread is definitely a whole lot shallower, and there's definitely a lot less of a gap in between them. So these tires, you know, they're Eagle RSF. I'm not really sure what that is, but I do know it's a summer tire. It's the stock ones that came on the Challenger. They are 245s. So that's obviously, that is the width of the tire in millimeters. Aren't really that good in the snow. I did drive this car in the snow one time, and it wasn't really that good, especially when going down hills or trying to get up hills. Probably won't do that again. Summer tires are going to be good for sports cars like this that aren't going to be going off-road or like in the mud or snow. So along with the wheels and tires, I am going to be getting the Jeep lifted 3 inches. I'm getting the Rusty's 3-inch advanced lift kit. So that's going to be installed hopefully sometime here in the next few months maybe. So whenever we do lift it, we're going to be putting the brand new ProComp wheels and tires on the Jeep as well. And it's going to be looking amazing. Guys, I don't know, I keep looking at this and I mean, it really doesn't look too bad, but like I said in the beginning of this video, it really wouldn't be practical at all, but I think it would definitely be sick to actually make this happen. I don't know if there is any kind of like lift kit that I could get for this thing, but I don't know, I'm sure we could make something happen, but I don't know, this definitely looks insane. Definitely let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments, because I think it looks insane. As you guys see here, I do have the brand new ProComp wheels and tires set up right next to the Jeep. You kind of get a good look there at what it's going to look like. Obviously, it's still going to be 3 inches higher, so that's going to look really good, I think. Only thing I'm worried about is that they might rub, but hopefully the 3 inches of lift will prevent that from happening. But there we go, there's a good look at what it's going to look like. The only thing I do still have to get fixed is this rocker right here. That doesn't look good at all, so hopefully we're going to be getting that replaced sometime soon, as well as getting the whole Jeep undercoated. The rear is probably going to be lifted by more than 3 inches from what it is now, just because the rear leaf springs are like really saggy. They're basically flat, which is something you do have to watch out for with these old Jeeps. Also, one thing that I wanted to mention is that the bolt pattern for these old XJs is 5 by 4.5. So you definitely want to keep that in mind if you're getting new wheels for your XJ. Not sure how well this is going to show up. I got these little caps here with the US flag right there, so I think it just Adds a nice little touch to the Jeep right there. Here's what the stock tires look like right now. These are just Hankook Energy ST. They're 235 75 15. They're just regular all-season tires, as you can tell. Definitely don't have aggressive tread, but they do have good traction, to be honest. In my snowstorm video, I did have these tires on in that video, and we literally didn't have any problems. So I really don't have any complaints about these tires at all. Guys, that's gonna do it. I hope you enjoyed this little video of my new ProComp wheels and tires for my Jeep Cherokee XJ. I will be getting the lift kit installed here in the next week and a half, so you guys can definitely be on the lookout for that video. It's gonna look insane with those wheels and tires installed and the lift kit, of course. If you guys have any questions, make sure to drop those down in the comments, as well as any video suggestions for videos you would like to see in the future. And if you guys liked this video or found it entertaining, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.